I've had some tragedy in my life just recently, man, and it's hard for me to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. It's kind of cathartic for me to get it out on stage and see if I can get through it without breaking down. I'm trying to. Two Thanksgivings ago, not this past Thanksgiving, but the one before, I saw my grandmother's titties. Really? If you're not gonna take this shit seriously, I'm not gonna continue opening up to you guys, man. No, if you've ever seen your grandma's titties, the shit is fucking, it's horrendous. I wanted to gouge my eyes out with rusty forks after I saw my grandmother's titties, man. You ever look at a light bulb for like 20 seconds and look away and that's all you can see? My grandma's titties look like two horse noses. They're all veiny and long. And one's longer than the other, so it looks like a photo finish at the Belmont Stakes. Big Brown by a nose. Really? I couldn't sleep for like a month. My mom was like, have you tried counting sheep, counting jumping the fence? I'm like, yeah. But now the sheep got titties. Me. I hate your woolly jugs, you sheep!
Drinks.
Old people get up early as shit for no reason.
Are you doing all right?
That's the whole problem. That's where the problem lies. Old people get up early for no apparent reason whatsoever. When they had jobs, they'd be late for work. Now they're retired, they're up before the fucking sun. I'm trying to sneak in my grandparents' house at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm drunk, I don't want them to hear me, and the house is always trying to give you away when you've been drinking. You're trying to sneak in, I'm walking up the front steps. What the fuck? How the fuck are concrete steps squeaking? I get to the front door, I'm opening the front door. The slower you open the door, the louder the creak. Seriously? I opened the door all the way, and my grandmother and I were face to face. We scared the shit out of each other. Like, ah! And I was the first one. I'm like, Grandma, what the hell are you doing out of bed? I didn't know he's on the front porch. I thought it was the newspaper. At 3 o'clock in the morning, the shit ain't even printed yet. Go back to sleep. But she won't, because old people die in their sleep, so once she's up, she's up. She ain't risking shit. At 87, sleep is the cousin of death. She got a coffee IV walking around the house. I got so much caffeine in my system, I can't even blink. I can't die if I can't close my eyes. I got something for you, Grim Reaper. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Take your old ass back to bed. And I'm drunk, and I'm trying to get to the guest bedroom so I can get some shut-eye. And there's nothing worse than when you're trying to go to sleep and someone wants to ask you a million questions when you're drunk. Isn't that the fucking worst? They want to start talking to you. Who was there? Was Landy there? Did he beat anybody up? Was there a lot of drinking going on? Did you have sex with any ladies? Who was DJing? What kind of drink did you have? Did you ever have drank an Incredible Hulk? Who was at the party tonight? Who dropped you off? Please tell me you wasn't drinking and driving. So I started asking her a bunch of annoying questions. How the fuck do you let your back get higher than your head? She was hunchback. You look like a question mark walking around the house, Grandma. She's shuffling around the house like I don't know a lot of shit, but I know you're not supposed to be able to see your back in your driver's license picture. I know that. How are you able to see your back in your driver's license picture? I was laying on the sofa one day at her house watching TV, and I guess somehow throughout the day her wig had accidentally slid off her head, and someone tried to help her out by picking it up and throwing it back up on her fucking head, but it missed and landed on her back, which is up here. So when I'm laying on the couch and she comes in the door with the groceries, and from the angle I was looking at it looks like someone's standing behind her. I'm thinking someone's trying to mug her, right? I'm like, Grandma, who's that big motherfucker behind you? Ooh, get him off me, get him off me! Get him off me, get him off! I think he lives in the neighborhood, I recognize his hair, get him off me! The hell are you doing? Spinning around in the doorway, get up, man! You put your wig on your fucking head. I'm like, Grandma, why don't you get that looked at? That can't be healthy for your back to be that hunched. And she's old school. Nah, baby, I'm just gonna ride it out now. It's all good. What's gonna ride it out? To see where the old hunch highway takes you, huh? That's some selfish shit. Why is it selfish? It's my back. I'm like, yeah, but we're the ones that have to deal with the funeral directors when you won't lay down in the fucking casket. Sit in the casket. We can't close the casket, Mr. Rex. It's gonna be another $2,000 to cut a sunroof in your grandmother's casket. In the meantime, we've come to wig to the back and put her arm up on the side. It looks like she's having a blast in a convertible. So I get into the guest bedroom, I'm trying to get some shut-eye, the room is spinning, I've been drinking, and I'm teetering right on the edge of being awake and asleep, and everybody's been there before, where you might hear something that startles you awake, and you can't tell if you really heard it or dreamt that you heard it. So that's where I am. I'm passing out after doing Jaeger shots all night. And I don't know if you've ever spent the night over old people's house and hear them with the phlegm first thing in the morning. They got this thing that they do with the phlegm, and if you've never heard it before, after a night of Jaeger shots, this is not the best time to fucking hear it. I'm laying there and all of a sudden I hear so I sit up like, what the fuck was that? Am I hearing shit? Was that for real? And I don't hear anything else for a couple minutes, so I'm like, okay, I must be tripping. I'm gonna put my head back on the pillow, and as soon as my head hits the pillow, it starts up again. I'm all the way awake at this point. I heard this shit, so now I'm under the covers like a Beyonce. Like, what the fuck is that? After about 5 minutes of nothing happening, my fear turned to anger. Now I'm getting mad. Who the fuck is watching Jurassic Park? At 3:15 in the morning, turn it down! Turn it down! I kick the covers off and I run into the living room to turn the TV down, if not all the way off. And when I get out to the living room, the TV's already off. So now I'm scared as shit because whatever's making this noise is in the fucking house. And at that point, my two halves completely separated. Like I said, I'm half black, half white. They went the other fucking direction. The black half of me wanted to get the fuck out of the house immediately. The white half had the insatiable urge to investigate. The white half won. Now I'm creeping through the house like the R-rated version of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Like, you gotta be shitting me. Are you serious? Like, Scoob, please don't be a mummy looking for a coin. Like, zoinks. Get the fuck out of here, Scoob. The only light on in the whole house is coming out of the bathroom. Whatever it is in the bathroom. I'm inching my way down the hallway. I'm saying the little prayer. I don't even know the words. I'm just making the noise. I look past the door frame, I look in the bathroom, I see the most horrific, macabre, gruesome sight I've ever had the displeasure of laying my eyes on. I look in the bathroom, I see my grandmother standing in front of the sink wearing those horrible orthopedic support stockings. And that's pretty much it. Titties dangling, slapping into his... Smacking, it sounds like Rocky preparing for a title fight, slapping on slabs of meat down at the plant. The worst part is I saw this happening from the back. The nastiest jugs bouncing off the worst ass cheeks, and every time our jugs swing back around the front, they're grazing against the sink. It sounds like a full-court basketball game in the bathroom. I'm drunk, I'm like, I got next. What? I don't even have my 5. And I'd had enough, I'm like, Grandma! And I guess I scared the hell out of her. She whipped around so fast, she almost took me out with the titties. Who's that? But I moved quickly, I went, like I said, the right one's just slower than the left one, so I had to fucking matrix the first hit. Pull a Tony Hawk and Ollie the second one. She's standing there with her incongruent jugs dangling. I'm like, Grandma, close the door. She doesn't understand. She's seen out. I'm sorry, is the light bothering you? Initially, no, but now that I'm looking at your fun bags, yeah, kill the lights. Those things look terrible, like grapefruits and tube socks. You don't even need them, bro. You can tuck those in your underwear. You're wasting your money. You look like a pro hacky sack player every time you take a flight of steps. I did those jokes on HBO and she lost her fucking mind. Yeah, I should have known. I didn't think she'd be up that late. She called me the next day and cussed me out on voicemail, which is even worse. Her voicemails are enraging because she leaves her name at the end of the voicemail, like I don't know who it is up until that point. She's thinking, what the hell is wrong with you, you immature son of a bitch? I saw your HBO bullshit on TV last night talking about my goddamn titties for 10 minutes on national television. My titties don't belong on national television, they belong in my blouse. They ain't public domain, they for my eyes only. You need to grow the hell up and let me know you got this message. Call me back! This is Grandma, by the way. If I don't catch her voice, it's her signature hang-up. She hasn't learned how to hang a phone up in 87 years, so every voicemail is a minute of her yelling at me, and then another minute and a half of her fumbling around with the phone trying to hang it up. Call me back, it's Grandma! You hear her talking to herself? What the hell going on? What the hell is wrong with you? You sound like Mr. Handler. Wilbur. You alright? If I get you one more drink, will you just pass completely the fuck out? She was mad at me for that, man.